Navy's peculiar plan to retire EA-18 Growlers is up in the air. Members of the U.S. Senate are looking to not only block the U.S. Navy from sending dozens of EA-18G Growler electronic attack aircraft into storage, but are also proposing that the service join together with the U.S. Air Force to form a new land-based aerial electronic warfare force. In its 2023 fiscal year budget request, the Navy had proposed shutting down all 5 of its non-carrier-based active component expeditionary electronic attack squadrons and sending the 25 jets currently assigned to those units to the boneyard in Tucson, Arizona for long-term storage. The Senate Armed Services Committee advanced a version of the Annual Defense Policy Bill, or National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, for the 2023 fiscal year, containing the EA-18G related provisions, among other things, on June 16, 2022. This draft legislation first needs to be brought in line with a similar bill now being put together in the House of Representatives, and then passed by both chambers, before it could be signed into law, a process that often takes months. The Senate's bill, as it stands now, requires retention of the EA-18G aircraft and the transfer of EA-18Gs and expeditionary electronic attack squadrons to the Navy Reserve Air Forces. In addition, it would demand the designation of 1 or more units from the Air National Guard or Air Force Reserve to join with the Navy Reserve to establish Joint Service Expeditionary Land-Based Electronic Attack Force, and a report on the plan of the Secretaries of the Navy and Air Force to implement this. Most immediately, this legislation would put a halt to the Navy's previously stated desire to put the 25 EA-18Gs currently spread across 5 active component land-based expeditionary electronic attack squadrons in storage and cut the 1,020 officers and enlisted personnel assigned to those units. In documents released earlier this year as part of its proposed 2023 fiscal year budget, the service had said this would free up nearly $808 million in funds that could be redirected to other priorities. It is hardly uncommon for members of Congress to push for and succeed in blocking various branches of the U.S. military from retiring aircraft and other high-profile assets for a wide variety of reasons. The addition here of a demand that the Navy then work with the Air Force to create a formal Joint Service Aerial Electronic Warfare Force within their respective reserve components, which includes the National Guard, is a much more interesting development. It is interesting to note that the Navy has run an active component Joint Airborne Electronic Attack Program in cooperation with the Air Force since at least 2011, which has seen the latter service send pilots to actually fly in Growlers operationally. The scope of that program, which is managed on the Air Force side by the 390th Electronic Combat Squadron at Naval Air Station Whidbey Island in Washington State, has expanded over the years. Air Force Captain Aaron Brutus Tyndall became the first member of that service to graduate from the Navy's Airborne Electronic Attack Weapons School, also known as HAVOC, essentially a Top Gun program for EA-18G pilots and electronic warfare officers, EWO, last year. The Navy's expeditionary electronic attack squadrons are uniquely focused on providing the EA-18G's capabilities to non-naval units, especially those in the Air Force, as well as those belonging to allied and partner forces. The Growlers have unique capabilities that focus on disrupting enemy air defenses, and they can integrate directly with other tactical fast jet assets. With their next-generation jamming pods and other upgrades on the way, the fleet will experience a major leap forward in what it can offer in the coming years. As it sits today, the EA-18G is the only dedicated fast-jet airborne electronic attack asset in any of the services. The retirement of the EF-111 Raven in 1998 ended the Air Force's organic dedicated fast-jet electronic attack capability. The Marines retired the EA-6B Prowler in 2019. Just the EC-130H Compass Call aircraft, which focus on jamming enemy communications and data links, provides electronic attack support within the service itself. These aircraft will be replaced by more capable and faster EC-37Bs based on the Gulfstream 550 business jet, but will still be very limited in number. Only 10 will be procured to replace 14 EC-130HS, and once again, their mission is different than the EA-18Gs.